How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to go over a game I'm really looking forward to called Multiverses. Basically, this game is a 2v2 or 1v1 platform fighter, kind of like Smash in a way, but there's a lot of differences. One, the character roster is a lot different, but it isn't Shadow by no means. It is a Warner Brothers product, so that means everything from, DC, Scooby-Doo, Looney Tunes, HBO, Midway Games, anything under their umbrella, the massive umbrella that they have, could be in this game. As you can see from the title card here, we got Bugs, we got Arya, we got Batman, Shaggy, Wonder Woman, Tom, Jerry, Finn, Superman, Steven Universe. So what I want to do today is I want to go over the first trailer they released. I know I'm a little bit late behind the party, but I want to go over a little bit of trailer, look for any Easter eggs and things we can talk about, and then we'll go over a little bit of a roster prediction for the rest of the characters who have not been released yet that I think could make an appearance. Nothing too complicated. Other than that, let's get right into the trailer.
Strange energy signature detected.
So right away we get a first look at the Batcave and Batman himself, who was voiced by Kevin Carlin, which is an instant win for this character. That is the voice of Batman. As you can see, he's being phased into a different reality of some sort.
Computer, what's my location? Computer!
Hey, dude! What's going on here?
So we get our first look at Shaggy, who was voiced by Matthew Lillard in this game, which is awesome. He played him in the live-action movies, and he also voiced him in a lot of animated stuff after that. It's very cool to see him come back, and the roster and the cast for this game is pretty awesome. And we get a look at Themyscira as well, which is pretty nice, but I don't think it's just Themyscira. I just say that because of the Wonder Woman statue in the back. It's very cool to see Batman and Shaggy instantly become like partners, because they're throwbacks back in the day when they had Batman meets the Mystery Inc. when they saw mysteries together and stuff. It was pretty cool to see.
Where am I?
What's up, Doc?
Look out!
So we get our first look at Bugs Bunny and Arya Stark, who are both very known characters. Pretty cool to see Arya in this game. I wasn't expecting that, but Bugs Bunny is a must-have in a Warner Brothers property of any sort.
Hey!
Whoa! Zoinks! What'd I do to you?
So here we see Ultra Instinct Shaggy, which is basically a meme in his own right. Took the internet by storm a year or two ago. Pretty cool to see. Looking forward to playing as him.
Not cool.
Whoa! You alright? Wow, that was messed up how that thing tornadoed you.
We see Garnet and Jake from Adventure Time and Steven Universe. Pretty cool seeing Cartoon Network characters in this, which means almost a huge door possibility for anyone else to show up.
You are the cutest little guy. I'm calling you Slobber, cause you look like your name.
We get a look at Taz, who should be fun to play as, and Harley Quinn, who is also awesome because it's voiced by Tara Strong. She returns to play Harley Quinn again, and a quick look at the Mystery Machine, which is pretty cool to see. Hopefully Scooby will show up eventually.
Might be Slobber.
We get a quick look at Tom and Jerry here, always fighting each other as usual. I've seen some stuff about their movesets and it looks pretty crazy.
You're gonna pay for attacking Slobber.
We get a quick peek at a Green Lantern right there on the left on the ground if you see it. Hope he's in the game. Wouldn't be surprised if he's not.
Look out below!
I don't know what's happening here, but this looks like a job for... All right then, you're with me.
Here we see Superman, which is very odd because with him is the Iron Giant, which is his hero. It's very odd to see an Iron Giant in this game. I don't know how they're gonna make that work, how big he is, but it's very, very, very cool to see. So we see the rest of the main roster, including Wonder Woman, Steven Universe, Finn, and Rain Dog. And it's also very interesting to see because in the background, if you look, the things that they were teleported by, the little yellow star things, they're everywhere, popping up everywhere in the background, in the mountains, behind the poles, everywhere. Look at it again, which makes me believe that there's gonna be way more characters than that's here. And if you look all over the map, look on the back, 1, 2, 3. There's multiple back there, and makes me believe they're bringing in a lot more characters, which I'm excited for. I did see a thing about the devs talking about they're very passionate about the game, they're very passionate about the IPs, they care about the IPs, which I believe them because here in a second you'll see the pros versus devs gameplay while I do go over roster predictions. They have a lot of lore stuff here that's very, very accurate, and I really, really like it. We're going to go over a bunch of characters I think that are going to show up. If not now, later down the line. They said they want to support this game for a couple of years at least, which is very awesome to see. It's free to play. It's going to be on all platforms. I don't know about Switch, but PC, Xbox, PlayStation, it's going to be on all of them. There's a beta going on right now, but I think the open beta is in July, which is like a month or so from here. So here we get into the action real quick and talk about the roster predictions. Alright, so number 1 on the list is Scooby-Doo. I feel like this is a guarantee, to be sure. I feel like most of the Mystery Inc. is gonna be here. Scooby-Doo is a must though, because I feel like how can you have Shaggy and not Scooby? I feel like he'll be like a goofier moveset, more like Tom and Jerry along these lines. Next up, the Mask. The Mask is the perfect character for this game because there's rumors that he was gonna be in Mortal Kombat or in Injustice of one of those sorts. And I feel like they didn't use them there. I feel like they're gonna probably use them in this regard. I feel like this game fits. Cause remember, Shaggy was one of those characters that they wanted in Injustice or Mortal Kombat, and it just didn't happen. I feel like they put him in this game instead because it fits him more. The Mask would be perfect for this game because of the animation and stuff. I think it'd be a perfect fit. On to the next, which is Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I don't really want this one, but I feel like this is something they're gonna do. Mostly because of the fact they shoved them into Injustice because it's Warner Brothers property, and as another Warner Brothers fighting game, I feel like they're probably end up going to make an appearance here. If not them, then probably Raiden, or at least one Mortal Kombat character. I can see it. There's been rumors that there's already voice lines referencing Mortal Kombat anyways, so I could definitely see these guys showing up here. Also, side note, Captain Color would be a sick DLC for this game, because he's the only monster or Mystery Inc. Creature, monster, whatever, that hasn't been shown or referenced yet. As you can see, there's a Redbeard and all them on a zombie on the wall. I'd like to see Captain Color make an appearance. I think it'd be cool. So this next one's kind of a 5-in-1 deal. I feel like this is I'm just gonna call it the various Cartoon Network picks. Samurai Jack is a huge one people want. There's been no rumors or leaks about him yet. I can also see characters like Ed, Edd n Eddy or K&D, Team Comp characters could be here, or even Johnny Bravo, another Brute, Courage the Cowardly Dog. All these characters have a very high chance of making it. I feel like they're pretty popular. People still know about them. I feel like out of all 5 of these, I feel like Samurai Jack will probably be the one that makes it. The next one's an interesting pick. It's Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. I believe that's his name. I never really got into the show. I feel like this would be an odd one though. I know he's vastly popular. Like these, meme culture, and all that stuff. He's very, very popular on the terms of like Family Guy or South Park. I know. It could be cool to see him in here, but I don't know how they'll get around if it's like that. There's a rating they want to follow, like a E for everyone rating, But I could definitely see him trying to swing it in there, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see. I won't lie. Harry Potter's one. I feel like there's been some stuff going around with the copyright issues or like getting the rights to use them. It's been difficult, but I do think they're going to end up getting him eventually. But I feel like if they were going to do him, he would have been in the main lineup already, because it is Harry Potter. And if you want to sell your game, Harry Potter's one way to do it. Most for sure, next to Superman, Scooby-Doo and the rest of them, Cartoon Network. Harry Potter is one of them that you definitely want to put on there. He could still show up, but I always put it on here just in case he does. It will be cool to see. Which brings us to the next one, which is Gandalf. This is like a I feel like this is probably the most safest bet on this list. Gandalf is a very, very, very popular character, and I know there's a lot of Lord of the Rings fans out there, or the Hobbit fans out there, and it'll be awesome to bring Ian back in to voice him, but I don't know if they'll go that far with it. Gandalf, I feel like, would make a very interesting character to break up the other characters, you know, using magic and stuff. I want to see Gandalf. I think he'd be very cool in the game. Which brings us to the next one, which is Geralt from The Witcher, which is this one's very far-fetched. Geralt, you know, had a popular Netflix show with Henry Cavill. The game's very successful. You know, Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt's very successful. He did have a guest. He was a guest character in one of the Soul Calibur games. I didn't really play that one. I did play it for like a little bit. It was very cool. But I feel like this is also another game they can bring another swordsman in as Geralt to bring in more popular characters. They did say it can branch off just from Warner Brothers characters, so I could see something from, like, you know, a Netflix series, or, you know, even crazily Disney series. You know, they own half the freaking IPs in the world, I guess. Geralt's a very cool one. I would like to see him. It would be cool to see his various skins as well. This one's also one of those multiple ones, various DC characters. Most importantly, not importantly, but most likely the ones from the movies coming up. You know, like Aquaman, Black Adam, The Flash, the new Shazam. Shazam's already been referenced in the game as a stage out, but you see a Shazam lightning. I could see various Justice League members, like, you know, Martian Manhunter and Green Arrow making an appearance here, or even, like, you know, maybe some Teen Titan characters they want to cash in on. But I like to see various DC characters. I don't want it to overload the roster, even though I would love it. But I like to see as many different characters as possible to change it up. Now, Beetlejuice is one I think is very weird, but I think it'll be very awesome to see, especially that Halloween's coming up in a couple months. You know, we're already almost halfway through 2022. I could see maybe, I don't think any horror characters are going to show up. Like, Beetlejuice isn't really a horror character in my eyes. He's more of a, like, subjective, dark humor, very, you know, very, very Tim Burton-like character. I think he'd be very cool to see. I don't know how likely the chances of him making it is, but I think it would very drastically change the roster up. Ben 10's also one of the ones that's very in the air. I feel like he'd be very awesome in the game. He's very fan requested. He has a huge fan base. I feel like making his moveset with all the basic 10 aliens at least would be very difficult to do in such a fast-paced environment of a game. I would like to see him. I didn't include him on the Cartoon Network list because I feel like he deserves his own spot. I think it'd be very interesting to see Ben 10 make it to the thing. Neo from the Matrix is one of those characters I feel like could happen. I feel like if Warner Brothers really wanted to sell in on their movies and IPs that they're making recently, you know, Matrix Resurrections, whatever it's called, just came out recently. If they could pull in Keanu Reeves, that'd be a huge pull. You know, everybody loves Keanu Reeves. I think the bullet time moves would be very cool to see. I'm not much of a fan of the series, but I would love the inclusion of Neo from the Matrix. Alright, last we have Godzilla, and King Kong, which I feel like I put this last because I feel like there's no way they can make these characters work as big as they are. They have the Iron Giant, yes, but like I don't know if they would make him small enough for them to compete like that. Then it'd just be like Donkey Kong versus Lizard, you know, Killer Croc or something like that. I think it's gonna be more of a stage thing. You know, we already seen Themyscira, we've seen the Batcave, we've seen the Haunted Mansion from Scooby-Doo. I think having a stage where you fight, and then in the background, Kong and Godzilla are fighting behind you, maybe on the aircraft carriers from the movie, I think that would be very sick. I would like to see some, like, maybe a ring out could be Godzilla's beam, the blue beam. That would be freaking cool. Other than that, that's pretty much it, my list. I do have to say, though, I was watching a video of the developers talk, and I've been watching gameplay, and the ring outs, like you see, there's all kinds of cool ring outs. You know, the dogs, I think it's Spike from Tom and Jerry's in there. You got Dark Side's of Mega Beams. You got That's All Folks sign with the pig, forgot his name. There's some very cool stuff going on. I've seen some cool banners. You know, I'm very excited. I hate battle passes, but this might be the first game I support by getting a battle pass on. That's how much I'm looking forward to this game. So with that said, I would like to know who you're going to main. Who do you want to see in the game? And are you excited for this game or not? What do you think of it? If you're lucky enough to get a code, I was not. I can't wait to look forward to playing this game. And I'm very excited for all the skins we're bringing into this. They have a ninja skin already. They have the Suicide Squad skin for Harley Quinn and stuff. I'm very excited for all the stuff they're bringing into this game. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.